100% of statistics are made up. Now, sometimes they're accurate, but many times they're not. Or maybe it's more accurate to say that at best they were accurate for a specific situation, but don't necessarily apply in any other setting. However, once an expert gives a statistic, people grab it and use it anytime it supports a point they, dare I say we, want to make or justify an action they want to take. For instance, there's the 80-20 rule, my personal favorite, which says that in any company, 20% of the people do 80% of the work. A company of any size cannot survive long with that level of inefficiency, so my former employer diligently applied it to significantly reduce the number of employees. Of course, it also significantly increased the workload on the rest of us. Another version of that is the 20-70-10 rule that says 20% do the best work, 70% do adequate work, and 10% are inadequate. Well, they got rid of the 10% very quickly and soon began cutting into the 70% and even into the 20%. While the numbers may not be accurate, there is a principle there that applies not only to work, but to the Lord's church. What percent of the people in any given church actively work? As a member of conservative congregations focused on serving God instead of drawing large crowds by entertaining people, my observation, for what it's worth, is that the number has always been significantly greater than 50%, much of it behind the scenes, by people who do not want accolades. They take the Lord's command to not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. They don't give or work to be seen of men, and are well aware that God sees them. Matthew 6, verses 1 through 4. Of course, there are some people who aren't content with that and do good deeds merely to be seen by others, or in today's world to get a healthy tax exemption. But there are many, far too many, who simply observe rather than participate. They see church as a spectator sport and come to watch the show rather than participate in worship to honor God and encourage one another. But knowing exactly how many or specifically who they are isn't as easy as we would like to think. Unlike at work, they don't report to us. God did not put us in charge of checking their work. Now, elders have some divinely authorized responsibility to the flock they watch over, but they aren't lords or bosses, so they're very limited too. That means we must not make the mistake of assuming that others aren't doing any work for the Lord just because we don't see what they're doing. If we accuse others of being dead or stuck in tradition based on our shallow perception, it may say more about us than it does about them. How do we really know if someone is spiritually dead or stuck in traditions? It's not as easy as we think. And our assumptions and judgments, if we're quick to judge others, may mean we're the ones stuck in our own traditional way of thinking and teetering on the edge of a spiritual grave. Just some morning minutes in the Bible thoughts on Traditional Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.